Good evening, sports fans. Crobat for the win of the Token Minorities here today with GBA D-League Season 4, Week 7. So, this week we've got our game against the Calgary Infernapes, coached by Aaron. His link will be in the description below. We've certainly got an interesting game here. It could kind of be a trap game when you think about it, because while Aaron hasn't had the best season on the planet, and we've been doing relatively well, obviously, you guys know, we don't want to lose this game. We don't want to go into this game taking it lightly. We want to build the best team possible. And actually, I don't like my matchup here all that much. Let's talk about what Aaron has before we even jump into that. Mega Kingscon, Thunderous Incarnate, Hydreigon, Volcanion, Roserade, Bronzong, Archeops, Donphan, Shelmet, the one Unmon on his team, Hariyama, and Clefable, so Thunderous and Archeops could be Z-move users, rightfully so. It would make logical sense. So, obviously he's got quite a few threats, so I have nothing that can take an attack from Volcanion, just nothing, so that's fun. Mega Kingscon, if I'm not careful, could sweep through a team if he has a Power Up Punch set or brings some really insane sets. Wouldn't want that at all, so Hydreigon's just really annoying, given like a Defog and U-turn, and it hits pretty hard. We got Thunderous as well with the Prankster ability. We got to make sure we can deal with that. And it's annoying that he has Bronzong and Clefable together, both of which may be able to do some damage if I am not careful. The one thing I get going for me though is that Bronzong does not have recovery. So I hopefully will be able to just wear it down slowly but surely, as long as I can prevent that Clefable from wishing, and I think I have a method of doing so. I'm pretty happy with how I set this up this week. Let's talk about it, and let's talk about it right now. So our first mod for the week is going to be Tornadus Therian, which is going to be Fly EMZ, Regenerator, Hurricane, Defog, U-turn, and Taunt. And it's going to be pretty bulky, as you can see by those EVs across the board. So we went with a bulkier set because we wanted to have general bulk to switch into Roserade, Hariyama. We wanted to take Sucker Punches from Mega Kangaskhan, so much more. So 60 special attack guarantees an OHKO on 4-Speed F Roserade. So we got the 280 speed Timid to outspeed max speed Thunderous Eye. Taunt breaks Bronzong, Clefable, support options, especially Rocks, T-Wave, stuff like that, Toxic even possibly. Yeah, we kind of forego Heat Wave, but it's not a huge deal since we can U-turn into Bronzong checks if need be. Now that is Tornadus Therian. Pretty straightforward this week. Next up we've got a Cause specialty because he recommended Silvally Electric. Now this mon is Electric Memory, Archaea System, Parting Shot, Swords Dance, Multi-Attack, and Ice Fang. So we've got some decent EVs across the board. Let's talk about them right now. First and foremost, we thought that Thunderous Eye and U-turn Hydreigon was just generally a really good bring for him. It can take advantage of Toxapex being generally a Hydreigon switch-in, and then obviously if he goes into Thunderous after that, we'd be in some big trouble. So Silvally Electric helps to compress a mon that tanks an attack from Thunderous Eye, and it can also be an electric resistance. And of course, it's a setup sweeper itself, which really helps. You can also set up on Magic Guard Clefable because it's immune to Thunder Wave and it can chew Moon Blasts. 84 special defense is a way to prevent a max special attack, Thunderous Focus Blast from 2-hit KOing, and it makes Thunderbolt 4-hit KO from said Thunderous Eye. 220 speed Jolly outspeeds Timid Roserade, and 204 attack guarantees an OHKO on max HP Volcanion with +2 multi-attack. That's pretty straightforward, I think, but Kaz was very on point this week with that set, and I love it a lot. I think it's a great way to break the Volcanion. I think it's unexpected. I think it's bold. People might say, why aren't you bringing Jolteon? Well, I like that this thing can set up and go for an Ice Fang or this multi-attack, which is going to be just as powerful. So I like it a lot. I think it's going to do big things here. Also, Parting Shots, just really nice. It's always nice. So let's jump into our next mod for the week. We got our boy Steelix, the Packed Bed Reactor, Choppleberry, Sheer Force, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, and Rock Slide with a bunch of EVs across the board once again. So this is pretty straightforward, I think. Steelix was chosen as a secondary check to Thunderous Eye, and it's a good switch into Mega Kangaskhan. Choppleberry buffers damage from Focus Blast, or even takes Z Focus Blast from Thunderous Eye. We've got Sheer Force Rock Slide, which 2-hit KOs said Thunderous. The 252 HP and 12 defense Impish Nature avoids a 2-hit KO from an Adamant 252 attack Mega Kangaskhan EQ. The 12 attack guarantees a Heavy Slam 2-hit KO on max defense Bold Clefable after leftovers. The rest is just HP and defense. That's Steelix. I'm excited to bring it for another time this season. It's pretty hype actually. This is my tier 5 coming back to this game. I thought it was going to be Trampa, you know, coming back and forth all these games. Nope, Steelix is joining in on the action too. Twice he's coming this season for sure, and possibly more times. We'll see. Alright, let's see what our next mon for the week is. It is going to be Mega Gallade, so Gallade, Justified, Drain Punch, Light Screen, Destiny Bond, and Taunt with a bunch of bulk. Now this Gallade set was mainly to switch into Hydreigon, 1v1 Mega Kangaskhan, particularly with Drain Punch, so even if we have to take one attack, not a big deal, and so we can taunt the Bronzong and the Clefable, especially possibly on a switch. Now the 280 Jolly nature outspeeds up to max speed Jolly Mega Kangaskhan. Light Screen is a really good support move to get off after the taunt on the Clefable or the Bronzong, as most of his offense, apart from Mega Kangaskhan, is special. This can help the team take hits, maybe take a Moonblast from Clefable a lot better, so it'll definitely help out. And now Destiny Bond can pick up a kill as a last resort, possibly once again on Clefable if need be. We could taunt it and then take a Moonblast and then go for it. That would work pretty well if we needed to take it out in desperation mode. So the one thing about running Mega Gallade this way is that he has a lot of mons that are good in this matchup that Mega Gallade with this set handles really well. So the 76 special defense along with the max HP prevents the Life Orb Hydreigon from 2-hit KOing with Dark Pulse, or prevents 2 consecutive Dracos from KOing, obviously considering the minus special attack drop. So I like the set for the week. We'll roll with it. Of course, Kaz helped me to optimize the EVs for this one, and I will say that the Light Screen was my idea here. The Destiny Bond was also my idea here, but it was a very good combined effort with this set, and I really like it. I think it's a heat set. I think it could work. I'm looking forward to using it for sure. Alrighty, so next up for the week, we've got Weavile with the Muscle Band, Pressure, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash Knockoff, and Low Kick. So Weavile is brought because it can Kanoko Rose Raid, it checks Bronzong, it pressures Mega Kangaskhan with the Low Kick, and it's a resistance to Sucker Punch. So this, with the speed it has, it outspeeds Max Speed Timid Thunderous Eye. Low Kick obviously hits Mega Kangaskhan, and Muscle Band was preferred just to get maximum damage across everything on his team. That's pretty much it. Straightforward. Alrighty, and the last mon for the week is Mesprit with Assault Vest, Psychic, U-Turn, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. So, Kaz and I were talking about how to best deal with Volcanion. Given we don't have any good switches at all whatsoever, we decided that AV Mesprit was going to be the most effective way to deal with Volcanion, because it can switch in on a Fire Blast, it can switch in on a Steam Eruption, and it would take about a third, which is pretty nice. And given that I got Thunderbolt too, it works out. So like I said, it was our switch in to the Volcanion, and we know that Toxapex loses to Volcanion due to Earth Power, and because it can't do anything back, this thing is Thunderbolt. So we take no more as well, just to go on to another mod, no more than 39% from Dark Pulse Hydreigon, and the special attack investment we have guarantees a 2-hit KO on 4 special defense Hydreigon with Ice Beam, which is necessary considering we didn't have room for Dazzling Gleam. Ice Beam also hits Thunderous Eye, so we can also check that relatively well if need be, and Thunderbolt will send a Volcanion into the Shadow Realm. Alright, so that's actually the team for the week. That about wraps it up here. We are obviously super hyped going into next week. We gotta get this win. We are coming off a disappointing loss last week, barely, but we gotta redeem ourselves this time. I'm looking forward to what I hope will be a big 6-0 Silvally sweep. Will it happen? Who knows? Tune in tomorrow and find out. We'll see you guys then.